Hi, I'm Dawn from the blog parkinsonsandus.com. Welcome. Today I thought that we would make a traditional scone, but done more the British way. So they will be in circles rather than like the triangle shapes. And they're going to be a buttermilk scone, but I actually call them a buttermilk scone because they're dairy free. I've been experimenting in the kitchen with scones lately, making different flavors, and I thought I'd share this recipe with you. It's very easy. It's something that you can whip up really quick in the morning, like on a weekend, and they taste really good. So let's get started. So one of the first things we'll do is we'll make a flax egg, and this requires 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and you combine that with 3 tablespoons of filtered water. You're just going to stir it around, mix it all up, and then just set it aside for a few minutes to thicken. Once we've made our flax egg, we're going to whisk together our dry ingredients. That's 2¼ cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Once we've combined the dry ingredients, we're going to add the 3/4 cup of cold butter. Now I like to cut up my butter into little small square-like pieces. This just makes it easier when we're mixing it into the flour. And when we add it to the dry ingredients, we're going to take a pastry cutter and just press down, and you want to combine the butter into the dry ingredients, making small, almost pea-like size pieces. And every once in a while, you'll scrape down your pastry cutter. And then just keep pressing down until the mixture resembles a crumb-like texture. After this, we're going to start combining our wet ingredients. You're going to measure out 1/2 cup of plant-based milk. Here I'm using an organic unsweetened soy milk. And to that milk, you want to add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. This creates a sour milk of sorts, almost like a buttermilk. And after you've measured out the milk and the vinegar, you're going to add to the wet ingredients 1/2 cup of sourdough discard. This is the secret ingredient to a wonderful textured scone. And after you've added the sourdough starter, you're going to add that flax egg that we made at the very beginning. And then just mix all of the wet ingredients together. And once everything is combined, you're going to add it to the dry ingredients. And now we're just going to mix it all together. And here you just want to be gentle. You don't want to over mix. You don't want that butter to get soft and mix thoroughly into the flour mixture. And so I'm mixing gently, just bringing everything together. Again, not over mixing. And now we're going to make the scones. So you just want to flour your cutting board or wherever you're going to roll out your dough. And then you want to gently bring all of that dough together. And then we're just going to place it on the floured cutting board, and using your hand, just gently pat it flat to about a 1/2 inch to an inch thick. And then finally, you're going to cut out the scones. And here I just use a round glass. It seems to me to be the perfect size for the scones. And once everything's been rolled out and cut out, I like to add a little bit of the plant-based milk onto the top of the scones, and then I'll sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar. This is an optional step. You don't need to do it. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, just depending on how I feel. And finally, we're going to put the scones in a preheated 375-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until the scones turn a light golden brown on top. And then once they're done, you can just place them on a rack to cool. These look great. Let's break into one and see how it looks inside. Nice and tender and flaky. Just beautiful. And there you have it. It's really easy to make a super delicious buttermilk scone. And don't be afraid to add different ingredients. You can use, instead of sugar, you can use monk fruit. Instead of the all-purpose flour, I've used a whole wheat flour. So this is just a basic recipe, and then feel free to experiment as you wish. And if you want to go back to making the triangle shaped scone, you can do that too. I personally like the round. It's very easy to make, and I just love this recipe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you'll hit the subscribe button or comment below. And if you want to be part of the Parkinson's and Us community, that would be great. It is a wonderful community filled with support where I provide nourishing recipes, joyful living tips, and support for care partners everywhere. So until next time, bye for now.